Hello, good morning. Happy Saturday, or whenever you happen to be practicing yoga today. My name is Tianna Christine, and this is our flow. This is a 60-minute flow, so I'm so happy to have you here. So glad you are here. Welcome, welcome. Oh, all right. I know a different hairstyle today, right? Gotta switch it up. Gotta keep you guessing sometimes, which is always nice. So come on in. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm gonna pick the intention word, but I see what we already have some shout outs. So let me go ahead and give the shout outs. Let's see who we got. All right. We got C.S. Scott. Hello, happy Saturday. We got Brandon. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hope you are well. All right. So it is Juneteenth weekend. Monday is Juneteenth. So I definitely had to go ahead and wear my yoga shirt with the fist. This is my shirt. You can actually pick it up. It's going to be with the printchamps.com. I will go ahead and link them really quickly. So you will see them here. Yes. Link for the print champs. Go ahead and check them out for all your print merchandise. All right. We got to pick the intention word. Of course. So yesterday was connections. And another reason why my hair is all curled. My sister got married. So one of the most beautiful connections, a wedding. It's always nice to be able to have a new addition to the family. So shout out to my new brother-in-law. Welcome to the family. All right. We're going to pick our intention word for today. Get ourselves going. All right. Now for today's flow, it's going to be kind of a calming, relaxing flow. We are still going to work it out, but a time was had yesterday. So because that time was had, we're going to slow it down a little bit today. So it might be a good practice, but we still going to slow it down. All right. I'm going to move my mic just a little bit closer. All right. Whew. We got to give it some love, give it some energy. And let's go ahead and pick this intention word for the day. I think I'm feeling this one right here. All right. Ooh, love it. Wisdom one to come up after we already chose, right? So you may want a wall. You may want blocks. Whatever is going to work for you for today's practice. I want you to make sure that you're comfortable. So it's always good to get everything that you need, just in case. But we are going to spend a good enough time on the floor today, because I do want to make sure that we get ourselves stretched out just a little bit. All right. I won't leave you in suspense for too long with the intention word today. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it in. All right, you ready? Are you ready? Today's intention word is action. All right? We got to be about that action. We definitely got to be about that action. So when I say be about that action, I mean, you know what? Sometimes we got to say we want something to happen. We got to make it happen, right? We got to be about that action. Just like how you woke up this morning, or how whenever you're actually practicing this session, you're about that action. Maybe you don't do the full 60 minutes today. That's okay. You get up and you set the plan and you make it happen. And I know so many people, even on my social media, ask me, how do you choose the intention word? This is how I choose it. Right here, every single day, I choose it live, just like this. All right. Oh, I see we got some people coming in. Hello to my moderator. Good morning. Let's roll. Yes, congrats to the happy couple. Hey, Tanji. Hello. I see you're back. I know you were running, doing marathons, all the things. Shout out to you taking that action. I saw you, lady. All right. Thank you so much to the mod putting it in. And we got the co-mods putting in that intention word as well. Thank you so, so, so much. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. All right. Are we ready to start our flow? All right. Let's go ahead and get ourselves on the mat. Whew. All right. We're going to have us a good flow. So get to a comfortable seat. We're going to take 3 breaths in, 3 breaths out. Hands on your lap. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. One last one. Breathe in. And exhale, release. Nice and slow. Just notice, even in that moment, just from taking those breaths, how your body feels. I invite you, before transitioning to the next thing, as you go throughout your day, just use those breaths as a transition. If you can't afford to do 3, at least do 1. And just notice how you show up for that next part of your day. All right, we're going to bring those arms up overhead. Remember, we're going to stretch it out today. We're stretching it out. So I want you to bring the gaze up towards the hands. Lifting through the chest. Relax the shoulders. Just allow your body to feel that stretch. Feel the length here. On that exhale, we're going to hinge it all the way down. Seated forward fold. Bring those arms out in front. Let the head start to drop. Let the forearms release. I want you to feel that stretch not only in your hips, your lower back, but the shoulders. Let them fall. Let the head fall. Maybe you get a little bit deeper. Only letting the breath carry you down. We're gently going to walk it over to the right side. Take a pause here. If you'd like to put on your fitness bands, whatever you have, feel free. Back to center. And then over to the opposite side. Gonna hang out here for a second. If it's too much on that opposite shoulder, walk that shoulder in. This is our first stretch of the day. Maybe it's your first stretch of the day. This is mine. So feel free to take that ease. Bring it back to center. Maybe noticing if you can get a little bit deeper in your stretch. Letting your head relax. And on that next inhale, we're going to walk our hands back up towards our body. Notice where your feet are, because we're going to take them out and we're going to cross them the opposite way. So go ahead and cross your feet the opposite way. So whichever one was on top is now on the bottom. And we're going to do that same thing again. All right? So let's go ahead and bring those arms up overhead. And on that exhale, let's go ahead and take it all the way down. Allow those hands to relax. Allow the forearms to relax. Walk the hands over to the right side. Notice if this side stretch feels a little bit different, right? You feel it on this side. We want to even out the body. Just allow that body to stretch along the side body. Gently taking it back to center. And over to the opposite side. Taking it right back to center. Maybe noticing if you get a little bit more comfortable. Release the forearms and the shoulders. And gently walk it back up to a nice comfortable seat. Roll those shoulders. We're going to take the hands out. Our fingertips are going to be in line with our hips. We're going to tent our fingers. So tent those hands. Fingertips down. Release the shoulders. We're going to take right ear, right shoulder. Nice deep stretch. I want you to feel that stretch. Extend all the way down to your fingertips. We're not lifting the shoulders. Keep the shoulders neutral. And gently take it back up to center and over to the opposite side. And gently take it back up. We're going to bring those feet out in front of us. Wiggle our toes. Bring them to one side because we're going to start our flow. So let's start with our cat-cows, all right? And remember, I like to say cow-cat, all right? So you ready for your cow-cat? Let's bring those knees stacking right underneath your hips. Wrists stacked right underneath of your shoulders. Let's drop the belly. Take the gaze up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin to chest. Inhale and arch. Exhale, release and reverse for your cat pose. Inhale, reverse. Exhale and arch. Press into the fingertips. Tuck the tailbone. Chin to chest. Inhale, release. Let's come to a nice neutral spine here. We're going to move our hips in a circle. Start to press into those fingertips. We're going to pause wherever you are. Go the opposite way with your circles. And we're going to end with our heels and our hips meeting. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. If you'd like to bring your knees out as wide as your mat with your big toes to touch, gently walk those hands out in front. Let the forearms relax. Forehead comes down towards the mat. Feel a nice stretch right here. Now I want you to start to gently begin to tuck that tailbone underneath. That's going to help to bring those hips down. And remember, keep your stance nice and wide. Walk your hands over to your right side. Maybe stacking left over right if that feels good. We're moving that side body stretch to extend up towards our shoulders. Walk it back to center and over to the opposite side. Remember to breathe. Let's come back to center. Hang out here in your child's pose one more time. Remember, you can always come to this pose. We're going to walk those hands back. Come back to that tabletop position. So bring those knees to stack right underneath of your hips. All right. I want you to tuck those toes underneath. Tuck your toes under, shift the weight back towards your heels, gentle toe stretch here. All right, now as we're doing our toe stretch, right, maybe that pinky toe didn't quite make it. You can grab it, lift that pinky toe up for your toe stretch here. This is really good for getting that circulation flowing towards the feet, especially if you had on heels yesterday, maybe your feet are sore. All right, bring it forward. We're going to tuck our toes and push back to our first downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Then opposite knees. And let's go ahead and bring those hips to stillness. Bring the heels down towards the mat. Keep a slight bend into your knees. I want you to bring the gaze towards the toes, then towards the shin, maybe towards your knees. Draw the chin up, gaze up towards your belly, relaxing the head. Drawing the navel up towards the spine. Let's take a moment here. We're going to walk our hands towards our feet. Nice generous bend, belly on the thigh. Just take a moment here. We're really feeling this forward fold. Again, we said we're going to slow it down for this practice. So if you can bring the fan, but we're going to do it a little slow today. So give it a rock from left to right. Relax your head. Let's grab opposite elbows, ragdoll pose. Maybe release the lower back and shoulders just a little bit more. I want you to shift the weight into the balls of your feet so you're slightly going to come forward. You can hold on to the feet in front of you, or you can hold on to your shoulder, your elbows. Whatever feels good. We're shaking our head yes and no. Release the hands down, press into the feet. Bring it all the way up. Arms are going to come up, head's going to come up last. Gaze up towards the hands, slight back bend here. Exhale, let's go ahead and bring it down. All right, we're standing now. How are we feeling? We're going to turn up the bed just a little bit. Ooh, how are we feeling? How are we doing? All right. I want to just readjust this for a quick second. All right. We're standing. Give it a little vibe. Give it a little check right there. All right. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves to the front, because you know I like to warm up the body with some sun salutations. That hasn't changed, all right? We're going to take it slow, though. Can we slow it down a bit? All right, make sure you have enough room for your hands to come down. Let's bring ourselves into our mountain pose right here. Toes are tracking forward. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, we hinge forward, hinging at the hips. Bring it down, slight bend into your knees. Bring your hands all the way down towards your feet. We're in our forward fold. Let's take a moment here. Let's take a flat back. You can take it with your hands down or on your shin to really stretch that flat back. Let's plant the hands down. We step it back to our tabletop position. Again, we're taking it nice and slow. Nice and slow. So you're welcome to stay right here. You're welcome to come to your downward facing dog. Or maybe you'd like to extend that leg out. Extend the opposite leg out. I want you to push it all the way down. We're taking this flow nice and slow. Take your hands right underneath of your shoulders. Bring those elbows towards the ribs. We're going to just lift the chest just a little. Start to feel that lower back start to engage. I want you to press into the tops of the feet. Ooh, that feels good. Lower the head, lower the chest. We're going to begin to bring ourselves into that tabletop position. Stacking knees over under hips. Wrist go under shoulders. Let's tuck our toes. Push back to our downward facing dog. And we all meet right here. It's time for our forward fold, front or back of your mat. Whatever feels good to you. On that inhale, let's press into the feet, come all the way up. All right. We're going to go right back into that. Can we go right back into that? We're still going to take it slow. Now, we're not going to go tabletop all the way down, but you're welcome to modify. All right, I want to show you that modification. You take it however you want to do it. We're going to flow it through. Plank is optional. All right? Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's take a flat back right here. Plant the hands, we step it back, and we flow it out. Again, you don't have to step towards your plank pose. You can take it right to your downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a chaturanga, we're going to shift the weight over the balls of the feet. We're going to lower ourselves down. We're going to hover. We're going to press it up to our upward facing dog, or you can keep it down, whatever's comfortable. And then we start to bring it back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk the gaze up towards the belly. Let's take our forward fold. Inhale, bring it all the way up. All right, can we do 3 more sun salutations? I think I heard a yes. All right, forward fold. We're taking it nice and slow. Flat back right here. Plant the hands, step it back. We flow it out. Again, you can come to plank, shift the weight over, lower yourself down for chaturanga and hover. Push it up. Downward facing dog right here. Again, remember to keep that slight bend into the knee. We gently tuck our tailbone under. That's going to bring those heels down. Walking your gaze up towards the belly. Forward fold right here. Inhale, let's bring it all the way up. Last one, let's make it count. Is this the last one or do we have 2 more? Are you counting? Keep me honest. Flat back right here. Plant it back. Let's take our flow. Again, you can always meet in downward facing dog, whatever feels good to you. All right, just in case we weren't keeping up with the count, can we do 1 more of those sun salutations? Just 1 more, I promise. Forward fold. Inhale, let's bring it all the way up. Exhale, take it right back down. This is that last sun salutation. I promise this is the last sun salutation A. Flat back. Plant the hands, we step it back, and we flow it out. Downward facing dog right here. This time we're going to take that right foot. You can bring it up towards the sky. Bend it open, 3-legged dog right here. We're going to bring that foot forward. Frame the hands. It's all right if you need to bring that foot with your hands guided up there. That's all right. I want you to stay right here in your runner's lunge. So both toes are going to be tracking forward. I want you to begin to bend into that front knee, sink down just a little bit. Oh, you can use blocks. Feel free to use your blocks if you have them handy. Just sink in a little bit. Maybe lift through the chest if you have your blocks. Just take a moment, really feel that stretch. Again, we're on the ball of that back foot. Both toes are tracking forward. Maybe you start to lift that chest up a little bit higher. All right, if you have your blocks, you can place them to the side. We're going to pivot that back foot. Let's start to come all the way up. For our warrior one, bend into your front knee. Let's go ahead and lean down. Lean, lean, lean. Bend into that front knee. Knee is tracking right over ankle. All right, let's open it up. Warrior two. All right, nice and tall. Lift through the chest. Keep the bend into the front knee. Inhale, let's straighten the legs. Let's bring it up. Let's keep the legs straight. Let's just bring the arms down to a T. All right. Can we start our triangle pose? Lean it forward. Take that front hand down or to a block. So you can take it down towards your foot, or you can take it to a block, whatever feels good to you. We're going to gaze up towards that back hand. Keep breathing here. All right, so depending on where you are, hand can be on block, hand can be down towards the foot. I want you to bend into that front knee. Yes. Keep that bend into that front knee. And then let's start to straighten it back out. Bend into your front knee. Straighten it back out. Whose hips is burning? Who can feel it in those hips? Bend again. Straighten it back out. We're going to do two more just like that. Bend into your front knee. Straighten it out. All right, one more like that. Straighten it out. We're going to come back up to our triangle. Nice and gracefully. You got that? All right, let's come back to our warrior one, where we pivot that back foot. Well, actually, we keep the foot here, where it is, because we're in our warrior position. Bend into that front knee, both arms come overhead. We're tracking our gaze forward. On that exhale, bring the hands down. We frame the foot. Pivot that back foot. Come back into that runner's lunge. Just for 1 second here. 1 second here. You got this, right? All right, we're going to step the front foot back. Come back to your downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. All right, you got the rhythm. Now I'm going to turn just so that I'll be front on the other side, because we have one more side to do, right? Let's lift that opposite leg up. Open it up, three-legged dog right here. Bring the foot forward. Frame the hands. All right, I want you to stay just like this. Again, we're going to get deep into that runner's lunge, so start to lower your hips down, bending into that front knee. Now you're welcome to stay just like this. We start to lift through the chest. You can always take your hand to a block. Feel free. Lift up a little bit higher with that chest. And when you feel comfortable, we're going to pivot that back foot. And we're going to come up to our warrior one position. Bend into your front knee. Open up. That knee tracks right over the big toe. Let's open it up for our warrior two position. Remember, we keep that bend. We lift through the chest. You got this. You got this. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Straighten the leg. Bring the arms up overhead. Let's take it down for our triangle position. All right, are we ready? Hinge it forward. Take it down. Gaze up towards that back hand. And we stack our shoulders here. Remember to stack those shoulders. All right, can we go back into that bend? Bend. And straighten. Bend. Straighten. Oh, yes, that feels good right there. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Straighten the leg. All right, one more. Bend it. Straighten. Let's go ahead and bring it back up to a T. Bend into that front knee. All right, we're going to bring it up for our warrior position. All right, and let's start to bring it down. We're pivoting on that back foot. Come back into that lunge position. Both toes are tracking forward. Lift through your chest. On that exhale, step the front foot back. Downward facing dog. Paddle your feet. And bring those hips to stillness. We're in our downward facing dog. I want you to bring that gaze up towards the belly. Belly up towards the spine. Let's walk our hands to our feet. We're at the back of our mat. We're in our forward fold. On that inhale, let's come all the way up. Arms overhead. Head's going to come up last. And exhale, we bring it down. All right, how we feeling? How we doing? All right, I want you to step it out to the side of your mat. So step it out. You got this. All right. Half time. All righty. Keep it nice and wide. Hips. Left to right. All right. I want you to start to bend the knees now. Just start to bend the knees. It's all right. Left and right. Now I want you to turn the feet out. Feet out to the side. We're getting a little bit deeper. Go slow. Hang out on this side for a second. Hang out on this side for a second. Hang out again on this side. Maybe we turn, look the other way. Hang out on this side. Again, maybe we turn. We look the other way. We lift through our chest. Maybe we come back to center. Then we bend both knees at the same time. Preparing for our goddess stretch. It's all right if you have to rock it. Rock a little from side to side. Maybe you need to turn those toes out a little bit more. As we start to settle in to our goddess pose, we start to bring ourselves to stillness. We squat a little bit more. Maybe you have those hands here. Maybe they're here making cactus arms, goalpost arms, whatever you like to call them. Just take a moment and breathe. I want you to inhale in. Exhale, straighten your legs. All right, can we inhale in and come right back into that goddess pose? So we're gonna inhale in. Exhale, go right back into it. Yes. Inhale, and let's bring it back up. Oh, we're gonna do that 3 more times. Yes, 3. I'm gonna keep the count this time. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna keep the count. Let's inhale in. Exhale, bend the knees. Squat it down, cactus or goalpost. Arms were in that goddess stance. I want you to bring those knees back, right? Sink into it. And let's come back up to stand. So that was 3. We're counting it down. Take an inhale in. Exhale and squat, goddess arms right here. And on that exhale, let's bring it back up. All right, that was 2. You ready for the last one? Inhale, bring it in. Exhale and squat it down, goddess or goalpost arms. We're gonna hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the legs, come back to stand. Turn towards the front of the mat. That back foot is going to pivot in. That front toe is going to stay tracked forward. I want you to go ahead and bring your gaze towards the front. Maybe those hips shift a little bit here. We're going to bring that back hip, that front hip, just tuck it back a little bit. We're going to start to hinge it forward. We're hinging at our hips. We're coming to our pyramid pose. Bring it down nice and slow. Maybe you notice right here, I'm starting to feel that stretch. That's okay. Stay where you are. If you'd like to bring it down a little bit more, maybe you have blocks here. And you can bring it down to your blocks, whatever feels good to you. Listen to your body. Belly is in. Tuck the belly in. Maybe you can come down a little bit more, bringing your head towards your knee. Whatever feels good to you, you can bring the block to any position, high, medium, or low. Take one full cycle of breath here. And on that next inhale, let's go ahead and bring it all the way up. Press into the feet. Bring that hinge back in. Maybe even put a hand here. Come right back up. We're turning back towards the side, so bring that foot parallel here. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So now this foot is going to turn out. Turn it towards the back of your mat this time. Readjust your hips. Readjust the gauge wherever you are. And again, we're going to start that hinge at the hips. One side's always different. Listen to your body. Let's start to hinge. Again, you can always put something here, put a thumb here, put a finger here. Go ahead and bring it down. If here's your max, that's okay. Stay right here. Stay right where you are. If you'd like to bring it down a little bit more, you can come into that hinge. Maybe you bring your hands to your block. Whatever feels good to you. Maybe you bring it down to the medium or low. Maybe bring in that gaze towards the knee. Remember that front hip starts to come in line. You'll start to feel it here in that front leg. Relax your shoulders. Keep breathing. Take one more full cycle of breath. You can move your blocks. And let's start to come up again with that same hinge. Maybe you place your fingers here. Press into the feet. We're going to come up nice and slow. Bring it back to center. Bring both feet back to center. All right. Both feet are tracking forward. We're going to bring those arms up overhead. On that exhale, we hinge forward, our wide forward fold right here. Bring it all the way down. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Relax your head. Maybe you hold on to your ankles. Maybe allow yourself to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Just want you to take another 3 breaths here. We're taking it nice and slow. You'll really start to feel this in the back of the legs. If you don't feel it, maybe you hinge forward just a little bit, shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Listen to your body. Want you to bring your hands into the crease of your hips here. Feel the crease of your hips on both sides. Want you to press into your feet. And let's start to come up nice and slow. Press into your feet. That head's going to come up last. Turn the gaze towards the ceiling. Press the hips forward. Slight back bend here. Let's come back to neutral. Woo! Can we bring it towards the front of our mat? Bring it towards the front of your mat. I want you to bend all the way down. You can squat, so you can bring your feet out nice and wide. Squat down. We're going to have a seat. So you can squat it all the way down. Taking the bottom down. Takes a second. Get comfortable here. Lift through the chest. Let's start to bring it behind us. Have a seat on your bottom. All right, I want you to bring those feet out as wide as your mat. We're going to just do 2 more things with our hips before we start to bring ourselves onto our back. So bring it out nice and wide. I want you to bring those knees to one side. Bring the knees to one side. Look towards that side here. And I want you to start to bring this foot towards the hips. So bring this foot all the way towards the hips or towards the glutes. I just want you to sit up nice and tall. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can bring that heel in. Whatever feels good to you. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe starting to shift that torso to be parallel with the knee. Relax the shoulders. Gently begin to come back to center. We're going to widen that stance again. Widen your stance. All right, let's go ahead and bring it up. Let's windshield wiper really quick. All right. And let's bring it over to the opposite side. Turn towards the opposite side. Now you may notice that one side is different. That's okay. Our bodies are not symmetric. All right, we are not symmetric human beings. And again, if you'd like to bring that heel in towards the glutes, if you'd like to take this heel in towards the inner thigh, you start to sit up nice and tall. Relax your body. We tend to get stiff here in the shoulders. I want you to relax those shoulders. Turn your gaze towards the knee. Let's start to open up that stance a little bit more again. We're going to take it back to center. We're going to do a windshield wiper rock again. And we're going to come back to that flow, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. So I want you to come back to that opposite side. Come back to that opposite side, but I want you to start to lift the hip up. Lift the hip. So we're coming up on that hip. Maybe you tuck the toe. Maybe you keep it here, whatever feels good to you. Listen to your body. Then I want you to bring it down. We're going to come to the opposite side. Again, lift the hip up. All right. Remember, listen to your body. You can tuck the toe, back toe, whatever feels good to you. We're feeling that hip flexor. We're feeling that quad. Take it right back down. Windshield wiper the knees. All right. Let it fall to one side. We're going to keep it up this time. Keep our chest lifted. I want you to look away from your knee now. Breathe. Take it back to center. Other side. Look away from your knee. Let that knee relax. Let those shoulders relax. Take it right back to center. Give it a little windshield wiper rock. And I want you to bring the soles of the feet together this time. Soles of the feet to touch. Maybe you bring those feet in just a little. If it feels good, maybe you can flap the butterfly wings. Really release some of that tension in your hips and your thighs. Maybe you start to make those butterfly wings a little bit wider, right? More intense and slow. I want you to make these butterfly wings as slow as possible. Taking it all the way up. and pressing it all the way down, where you're pressing those knees into the mat. Bring it all the way up. Press it up towards the elbows and take it all the way down, nice and slow, nice and slow. Woof. Press the knees into the mat and release. Stretch the feet out. Wiggle the toes. Woo. We're going to hug our right knee in. Feet flat on the mat. Lift through the chest. Bring your chest forward. I want you to turn into the direction of your knee. Maybe you can hug that knee. Look behind you. Little twist action here. If it feels good and you like to hook that elbow to the outside, you can hook it to the outside. Look behind you. Come back to center. Ooh, take it down. Same thing on the opposite leg. Hug it in. Ooh, yes. I'm feeling it on this side. I told you, time was had. Let's turn it towards the knee. Maybe you might feel that back start to do a little pop. That's all right. All right. Feel that shoulder. Again, you can hook the elbow to the outside. Remember to lift through the chest. Look behind you. Relax the shoulder. Gently bring it back to center. Let's release the leg down. I want you to keep a slight bend into both knees. I'm going to show you from the sides. Keep a slight bend into both knees. We're going to flex our toes back towards our body. Bring those arms up overhead. Lift through the chest as we hinge forward for our forward fold. Bring your hands down towards your feet, your shins, your thighs. Wherever you are, I want you to just lean it forward. Maybe you hold on to the back of the feet if that feels good. I want you to get that back nice and straight. So no arch in the back. I want you to have a nice flat back here. Keep the gaze forward. Keep the gaze relaxed. And let's start to get comfortable here in this forward fold. Maybe we tuck our chin. If it feels good and you'd like to start to relax your feet a bit, maybe start to straighten it out. That's okay. Keep breathing. Take one more full cycle of breath. Maybe you come down just a little bit deeper. On that inhale, let's begin to bring the arms back up overhead. Lift through the chest. Exhale, bring those hands down by your side. Ooh, bring yourself forward. Feet are flat on the mat. Hold on to the back of the thighs. I'm going to come forward just a little bit more so my head makes it on the mat. Straighten your arms. Lean it back. Take your knees with you as you come back onto your back. Ooh, we made it. We're almost done. Hug your knees into your chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Ooh, yes. Massage your lower back. Keeping your knees into your chest. We're going to bring our hands to our goalpost arms. Just blank there. Or you can have them out to a T, whichever one. We're going to bring our knees over to one side. Keep them together as much as possible. Let's look away from our knees. So again, goalpost or T arms. We have our knees stacking together. I want you to just take a moment here and breathe. Find that length between your ribs and your hips. Breathe. All right, let's come back to center. So go ahead and bring the knees back up together to center. Come back onto your back. Keep the knees towards the chest. And then over to the opposite side. Remember to look away from your knees. Let that shoulder fall if it's okay. Taking one more full cycle of breath. Keep the knees together. Take it back onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest. Taking a moment here just to feel how that feels in your body. Maybe we take our knees to the ceiling. Start to make circles in the ceiling. And if your back is stiff, this is going to help to relieve some of that tension. Remember, we're making circles in the ceiling with our knees. Pause wherever you are. Reverse your circles. If that lower back starts to come off the mat, your circles are too wide. I want you to bring your circles in. We want to keep our lower back on the mat. You can bring your hands out, whatever feels good to you. All right, we take one more round. Hugging knees into the chest. Release the right leg down. Lower it all the way down into the mat. We're going to rock this knee from left to right. Let's make our circle with this one. Maybe we use one hand. This is going to help us for our happy baby later, right? And then reverse your circles. Maybe you do no hands. If you really want to feel that whole hip flexor move. And hug your knee into your chest. We're going to swap it out. So swap out the legs. Left leg comes down, hug in the right. Rock it left to right. And let's start to make our circles. Again, you can hold on. You can do no hands. Whatever feels good for you. Let's pause and reverse. Now, with our belly, is our belly in, ribs toward, belly towards the ribs, engaging. All right. We don't have to hold the belly in, we're just engaging. So we're hugging that knee in. Now I want you to take a half happy baby here. So we're going to do it on the same foot. So grab your hand to the top of your foot. Let's start to bring the foot up towards the ceiling, the knee down towards the mat. So this is our half happy baby. It works our hips, our quads. Remember to breathe. It's all right if you don't get that knee down towards the mat. It's all right. It's all right. Let's take that knee in. Swap it out. And have happy baby on this side. Hug the top of the foot. Take the knee towards the mat. Foot towards the ceiling. And remember, we're doing this nice and slow. No need to rush here. You got this. All of the rushing is over. Now we're going to keep this foot right here. Let's see if we can take a full happy baby. So we're going to bring that opposite foot in. Hug the top of that foot. Bring that knee down. So we're taking both knees down and towards our mat. Maybe we give it a rock from left to right. Full happy baby here. All right. Let's bring in one heel. Maybe we start to stretch out the other one. Not a full stretch. We're still going to keep that foot a little bit bent. Knee a little bit bent. Just feeling that stretch along the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Let's take it in. And other side, if you'd like to stretch it out. Again, nice and slow. To your comfort level. Again, that hamstring may be a little short today. Listen to your body. Take one more breath. Let's bring the heel back in. Hug the knees back into your chest. But I want you to do it nice and wide. So how we had it nice and wide, I want you to make room for the belly. Nice and wide, hug the knees in. Maybe give it a rock. All right, keeping the knees bent, feet flat down on the mat. We're going to come right back to that twist we did with our knees nice and wide, our feet as wide as our mat. Let the knees fall over to one side. Just let it fall. Don't worry, we're going to get a little bit deeper in this stretch when we do the second round. Maybe look away from the knees. Let's take it back up to center and over to the opposite side. Just let it fall. You got this. Take it back up to center. Let's go ahead and bring those feet parallel, feet together. Wiggle the toes out. All right, we're going to cross one leg over the other. Wide figure four cross. And then go ahead and cross the knees this time. Maybe you bring that knee down like you're crossing your leg. Maybe you keep this knee up. Whatever feels good to you. Maybe you bring a hand to the thigh. Maybe you look away from your knees. Allowing that hip to relax. Bring it right back up to center. Ooh, uncross the leg. Cross over the opposite leg. And let's bring that foot to cross over the body. Again, you can keep the knee up. I'm going to just move myself here. You can keep that knee up or take it down and cross. Turn the gaze away from the knee. Take the hand to the thigh if that feels good. So allow that body to find length. Allow that body to relax. Come back to center. Uncross your leg. Give it a little windshield wiper rock from left to right. And I invite you to take any pose that feels good to you. Any pose that feels good to you. So maybe you hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you take another happy baby. Maybe you do a plow pose. Maybe you take a gentle bridge pose just to readjust everything and counter all of that hugging knees in. Maybe you walk the heels in and take a full bridge. And then wherever you are, let's start to relax ourselves down. You can keep your knees bent, or you can start to straighten out your legs. We're coming to our final pose of our practice, our Savasana pose. So get comfortable. Maybe you take your palms up, or maybe one hand to heart and one hand to belly. We release tension in our body, starting with our toes, allowing those toes to relax. Allowing our feet to get heavy. Allowing our knees to relax. Uncurling fingers, relaxing our hands. Allowing that lower back to come in contact with the mat as much as possible. Maybe you readjust. Melting your shoulders into the mat. Allow your head to be supported from the weight underneath you. Gently unclench your jaw and soften your eyes. I want you to relax right here. We're going to come back to the breaths that we started. So starting with our third breath, inhale in. Exhale, release. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale in. And exhale, breathe out. Let your body get fully comfortable. Allow your body to just focus on the inhale and the exhale. There's nothing that needs to be done in this moment. I want you to just allow yourself to relax. And the first action of the day is stillness. I'm going to go quiet, but I'm here holding space, and I'll let you know when we can come back. When you're ready, beginning to invite movement into the body, wiggling fingers and toes. We're going to hug one knee into our chest, then the other knee into our chest. As we gently roll over to one comfortable side, gently cradle your head. Using that top hand to push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Taking those hands to heart center, our thumbs to our chest. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thanking your body for showing up for you. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I want you to take this energy with you off the mat and share it with others, because energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Until next time, namaste. All right. I feel so relaxed. I feel like I can get back in the bed. Don't judge me. But I'm feeling good. How about you? But it's a Saturday for me, depending on when you are engaging in this practice. We're going to definitely bring the vibe up just a little bit, right? Can we bring it up just a little? All right. I thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy this. I really, really do. It brings me so much joy. So I hope that you enjoy it. Let's see who we have. All right. We got the yoga teacher who does real estate. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Remember, she goes live. She's getting ready to go live on her channel. So check her out. She has some nice outdoor yoga. We have Styles Production Entertainment. Good morning. Let's go. Yes. All right. Okay, did we reach the 2.7 and then 2.71? Yes, I love it. I love it. I love to see it. I'm so glad. We are growing. We are growing. Great practice. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Wish you an early happy Juneteenth. Yes, happy Juneteenth. If you're in the Americas, and you know, it's a global thing, right? Well, not necessarily a global thing. It happened right here in the Americas, but you know, we're global now, so it's okay to help to celebrate with us. All right. Tangi said that it's an awesome practice and my muscles. Thank you. All right, no side eye today. I'm hoping for no side eye, right? I thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad that you are here. If you enjoyed this practice, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. All right? We like to keep the thumbs up going. And we do that because it lets the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, know that this class is something to see, right? Tianna actually has something to share. So those thumbs up, the comments, those help with making sure that more reach goes out into the YouTube world. So I thank you so much. My curls lasted. Got to keep the curls going. We'll see if it lasts till next Saturday. And Siri's trying to engage in my curl situation as well. Next week is going to be a 30-minute flow, maybe on the roof, but it's going to be a 30-minute flow next week. All right. I see the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All righty. I am out of here. I hope that you enjoy your weekend. If it's a holiday for you on Monday, enjoy this nice 3-day weekend. And until next time, all right, I'm going to flow it on now. Flow it on out. Remember to save the date for the retreats coming up November 9th to the 12th. If you'd like more information, my Vanna mode right here. I can't wait to see you if you'd like to join the mailing list, because I send out goodies just for my subscribers on my mailing list, all right? Once you're here, you're family, so go ahead and join in, TiannaChristine.com, or you can scan the QR code, all right? I cannot wait to see you. Until next time, I'm going to get on out of here and vibe it out. All right, bye-bye.